Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and those in between, a warm welcome to you. They say to truly understand an Indian cookbook, you have to leave the table and step into the kitchen. You have to stand in the steam of a Kashmiri stew and feel the heat of a roadside fire. In the book Masala, the authors take us on an ambitious journey from the high tech vineyards of Nashik to the ancient palaces of Rajasthan and the coconut groves of Kerala. This is not just about recipes, it is about the wallahs who make the country run and the in between moments that define the landscape. It is a vibrant look at how a billion people cook, eat, and live. Forget what you know about curry. Welcome to the real heart of the Indian kitchen. This is Masala. Masala, a journey into the cuisine of India, authored by Håkan Elofsson, Jane Magnusson, Anna Lind Lewin, and Susanne Rolf, and published by Bilda, is far more than a simple collection of recipes. It is vibrant, ambitious in narrative that captures the soul of the Indian subcontinent through its kitchens, its landscapes, and the people who make the society function. The authors begin by grounding the reader in Indian social linguistics, explaining the suffix wallah. In India, a wallah refers to someone skilled in or associated with a specific task, from the sabjiwallah, a vegetable seller, and rickshawwallah to the dhobiwallah, washerman. This sets the stage for a book that celebrates the human element behind every flavor. While the title highlights masala, the book delves into the complex alchemy of spice blends tailored for specific ingredients. It explores variations such as tandoori, meat, chicken, garam, vegetable, and fish masalas. However, the authors assert that a true Indian cookbook cannot exist solely on paper. One must physically enter the kitchens. They live up to this assertion by standing beside Fatima as she prepares Kashmiri stew, watching Krishna's wife bake bread, and observing Panditji season his peppers. The narrative also respects the in between spaces of India. The authors argue that to write only about food while ignoring the vastness of the journey would be a disservice. They describe the brutal enormity of the landscape, the flat hours of travel between Delhi and Kota, the sight of camels and ancient wells, and the unique agricultural life in Nashik, where women spread grain on highways for passing vehicle tires to thresh. Delhi, the gateway of flavor. In the capital, the journey begins at the Sabji Mandi, which is a vegetable market, and the wholesale spice markets near the Fatehpuri Mosque. Here, vendors like Ashwani Jaggi have traded dried fruits and spices for over 3 decades. The authors transition from the chaotic markets to the culinary intimacy of a home visit with a local named Billu. This glimpse into a private kitchen reveals the sensory reality of Indian dining. Food cooked over small fires and eaten traditionally without Western utensils. Recipes featured from this region include lamb in yogurt based sauce, paneer in tomato sauce, radish chutney, mint sauce, and grilled chicken skewers. Rajasthan is portrayed as a land of contradictions, where mind boggling palaces and luxury trains coexist with drought and political tension. At the Nimrana fort in Alwar, a ruin transformed into a luxury oasis. The authors describe the zinana, which is the women's quarters, similar to harem, and the haunting evening calls of peacocks. The culinary style here often utilizes mango powder, amchur, made from dried unripe green mangoes. This camel yellow powder provides a resinous sourness to vegetable dishes and dals, acting as a shelf-stable alternative to lemon. Nashik, holy sites and vineyards. In Maharashtra, the city of Nashik serves as a bridge between ancient epics and modern industry. It is a primary setting for the Ramayana, the 2nd century BC epic detailing Lord Rama's victory over the demon Ravana. Surprisingly, Nashik is also the wine capital of India. The authors visit Sula Wines, which planted India's first Sauvignon Blanc vineyard in 1996. Eschewing old-fashioned moldy warehouses, Sula represents a modern India that produces high-quality domestic wine to meet growing demand. In this region, the chef Panditji prepares innovative dishes like potato stuffed peppers in herb sauce and nut-filled fried okra. Kerala, the coast of coconuts. The journey concludes in the south, where the landscape shifts to the misty tea plantations of Munnar and the fish auction houses of Fort Cochin. Kerala's cuisine is synonymous with seafood and the heavy use of coconut. The book details the fish moili, a signature Kerala curry. This mild yet fragrant dish utilizes freshly grated coconut and coconut milk, curry leaves and fenugreek seeds, ginger, garlic, and turmeric with fresh fish fillets. A recurring observation in Masala is the correction of a common Western misconception. Indian food is not meant to burn the mouth. The authors found that home cooks are surprisingly sparing with chili. While they occasionally reached for lassi, a yogurt drink, to extinguish a rare fire, the focus of the cuisine is on aroma and balance rather than raw heat. Furthermore, they note that Indian food is not like sushi. It is not obsessed with visual minimalism. Instead, the beauty lies in the communal environment, the method of cooking, and the vibrant life surrounding the plate. The book concludes with a deep dive into the individual components of the Indian pantry. It provides a brief culinary history of spices, including seeds, leaves, bark, and powders. By documenting the small fires over which 1 billion people eat every day, Masala serves as both a cultural map and a culinary guide, successfully bridging the gap between the Swedish audience and the diverse flavors of the Indian kitchen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and those in between, I thank you for your presence and your time. Wishing you peace and prosperity.